All right, hi everybody. I am here today at International Diamond Center over by Millennium Mall, and I'm here with manager Ryan, and they're really excited because they are getting ready for their Tacori event. So if you've been waiting to pick out that perfect ring and you're in love with Tacori rings, and I mean, who isn't, because they're gorgeous. So he's going to give us some tips on how to pick out your ring, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the actual event. So what if a bride doesn't actually know what they want? They've seen the pictures, they've been on Pinterest like crazy, but they don't actually know what they're looking for.
Well, yeah, we like to invite everybody in to really touch and feel the rings. I think that, until you actually put it on your finger, it's hard to know exactly what's going to work. A lot of times what you see online, it's not exactly what you get when you actually put it on. So that's what's so important. I mean, we have here probably 2,500 rings that you can try on and touch, feel, make sure you like it, change the design. We really try to customize it to what the girl wants. So we're not big at saying no. Mm-hmm. We love making a ring their own. So that I think is one of the most important things is you got to try it on. Mm-hmm. And it's a lot of trial and error. You got to test the rings out to see what really works for you.
Right, and with 2,500 rings, you would think you'd be able to find one ready, but they still customize it too.
Shockingly, yes.
So you can even customize your fit.
Absolutely.
So if you don't see what they have here, you can also, work with them, and they will make sure you are happy with what you have for the rest of your life, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And to pass on to generations too.
Mm-hmm.
You can keep your ring, obviously, and then you give it on to your kids or your family member, whoever you want. What about the 4 C's? We hear that a lot with diamonds.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
Well, the 4 C's actually refer to 4 major categories of a diamond that are important when you're buying a diamond to really get a good understanding of what you're purchasing. So the 4 C's stand for color, cut, clarity, and carat weight. Carat weight is probably the easiest one. It's how big the diamond is for all intents and purposes. It refers to actually how heavy the diamond is. But generally speaking, if you're looking for a 1 carat diamond, there's a guideline of what you can expect to see when you see that diamond. So that is the first C. The next is color. So color is actually the body color that's present within the diamond. So when you look at a diamond, if you start to notice that it might have a little tinge of yellow or brown, or you see one that's crystal clear, that all has to do with the color, and that's formed way down in the earth millions of years ago. As the diamond's coming up, it's exposed to different chemicals. So different chemicals make the diamond change different colors. And what we do is we have organized it into a very simple scale, starting at D, we use D for diamond, and then going downward. And as you go down this scale, you pick up more and more body color for the diamond. And now when we get to colored and fancy colored diamonds, the charts are all over the place because those are so rare and so unique that it doesn't follow the normal rules of diamonds. However, it's still, color is such a major consideration that most people have with their diamonds. The next C is clarity. Clarity refers to the purity of the diamond. So if we look at the diamond, what we're looking for is do we see any natural blemishes with the naked eye, or do we not? Do we have to use a microscope? Now, if we can't see anything with the naked eye, we actually would use the microscope to determine where the imperfections are within the diamond, and based on that we assign a grade. It starts at flawless, goes down to VVS1, which is very, very slightly included. We don't use extremely technical terms, believe it or not. Very, very slightly is actually the way that we describe this.
The actual term used.
Correct. Yeah, it is the actual term. And what it refers to is that inside this diamond, under 10 power magnification, there are extremely small imperfections within this diamond that really, unless you're a diamond expert and do this for a living all day long, you're never going to be able to see that. As we go down the scale, it goes to very slightly included. And this may have a few more imperfections, but not anything that you'd see with the naked eye. Next we go to slightly included. Again, nothing with the naked eye, still very clean. A lot of the diamonds that are sold today fall into this category. And then past that is your included. And now these are the diamonds that you actually will see some of the inclusions with the naked eye. So you might see a little black speck here or there, and that really refers to the purity of the diamond. Last is cut. Now cut is a unique feature because that's the only one that people control. So how well we cut a diamond really determines how much the diamond's going to sparkle. Okay, so even if you have a diamond that's perfectly colorless and flawless, if it's cut poorly, it's not going to matter. It's not going to shine. So what we do is we take the diamonds and we cut them to very exact measurements, and based on those measurements, it allows the light to come into the diamond and filter back out through, making it sparkle. And sparkle really is the name of the game. That's why we buy diamonds in the first place.
We want them to shine.
Exactly. So without cut, you're really missing a lot of the beauty of the diamond. So when we go to cut grades, we use, again, not super strict terms, but excellent is the highest grade, and it goes to very good, good, fair, and poor. Generally speaking, if you're looking to find a really nice diamond, you need to stay at least in the good or better range. Once you fall outside of that range, you start to notice that the diamond doesn't have a lot of life or a lot of pop, as we call it. The proportions kind of start to look a little odd, and you get further away from what the intended look is supposed to be. So, you know, that's kind of a rule of thumb. A lot of people have heard about ideal cut now, and that is just another term that is used to reflect how well the diamond's cut. So an ideal cut diamond would also be an excellent cut diamond. Same difference.
Okay, and I don't know if you can see behind me, they have a whole wall of diamonds that you can actually pick whichever you want to put in your placement. So. Yeah,
we try to put them out there just so people can look at. First off, it's really pretty to look at.
Yeah, it's very shiny.
It's got a lot of sparkle. But the other thing that it allows people to do is to really, for themselves, see the differences in the diamonds. You know, for so long, when people would go to buy diamonds, it would almost be somebody would go behind the black curtain and we'll show you one diamond at a time. We try to turn that on its head. We want you to see exactly what you're going to buy ahead of time, and in that way it brings it to a much more personal experience for each shopper.
And that's nice too, because if you were to buy something online, you wouldn't have that, you wouldn't see the true, because you know your computer screen can mess it up and you get to compare.
Well, most of the diamonds that you purchase online too are stock photographs, okay? And I will tell you, even with the color, the clarity, and the cut, all of those things combined, each diamond is so unique that you have to see it in person. Without seeing it in person, you're literally blindfolding yourself, handing them your credit card, and hoping for the best. You know, here I'm never going to ask you for a credit card before I show you a piece of merchandise. You know, I want you to see it, love it. I'll explain everything there is to know about it, and you know, we really encourage people to shop and learn about diamonds and really, you know, hone what they're looking for prior to purchasing, because that's the only way that you're going to feel really safe that you got the right diamond.
Right, and it's such an investment, and you want to make sure that you're investing into good quality.
Be like buying a house and never stepping foot in it.
Right.
Before you pay for it.
Yeah,
you know?
No, that wouldn't make much sense. So, let's say they came here, they picked out their perfect ring. Now, what about insurance? Do you recommend that?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you know, insurance is a vital thing to have on your ring, because what that covers against is loss, theft, accidental breakage, things like that. And we give you all the tools that are necessary to get it insured. We give you an appraisal, you have your receipt, we even give you a list of different companies that you can use for insuring your diamond. Now, our warranties cover a large portion of the problems that can happen, like if you need your diamond resized or one of the tiny diamonds happen to fall out of the setting. You can bring that in any time to us and we're going to replace that free of charge. But we don't cover if the ring accidentally gets, you know, flushed down the drain or something like that, or lost while you're out at the beach. You know, those are types of things that insurance is perfect for, because, you know, you really want to protect your investment on that.
Now, we're here because you're having an awesome event this weekend, and they only do this twice a year, so it's a great opportunity for you to come out and not just see what they have in stock, but the Takori people will be out here with extras. So, and you'll get to talk to them as well, but he's the expert, so I'm going to let him say more about it.
Yeah, Takori is the #1 brand of bridal jewelry in the United States. So they pick partners such as ourselves that really represent the brand and their core values to really show off their products. And what the customer gets is a true work of art. Each one of these rings is handcrafted in California. So each ring goes through a very, very rigorous quality assurance before it ever gets sent out to the stores. We custom make the ring at the time that you purchase it. So we're not just taking a ring out of a case and putting it on your finger and hoping for the best. We're actually going to make it for the diamond that you choose, for your finger size, any changes that you want to personalize it. We will do that for you. And they actually are the #1 people at doing that. So we love these shows because Tacori brings their entire bridal line out. So not only are you going to get to see the hundreds of rings that I have of Tacori that we typically carry, but you're going to get to see the entire line. So it's literally thousands of rings that they bring in for the weekend that you get to pick and choose from. So it's a really neat event. If you're looking to get engaged, it's the best time to do it. You know,
Right.
we offer savings that typically you can't get. Tacori is a price-controlled product, so we don't discount it. Nobody's allowed to discount it. So during these weekends, we actually give great incentives. Like we will have, if you buy an engagement ring from Tacori this weekend, we're going to give you $500 towards your wedding bands. Now, if you go ahead and buy a Tacori wedding band with that $500, we'll give you another $500. If you happen to buy a piece of fashion jewelry with that, you'll get more money. So, I mean, it's really a great time to come out, and when you combine that with our financing options that we have for the weekend, which is 36 months interest-free, it's a great time to buy. But that doesn't just include Tacori. We also do that with all the other brands here. We are having a sale, so you know, if you're looking to buy an engagement ring, it's a great time to buy. And we've brought in Forever Mark diamonds, which are direct from De Beers. Beautiful, beautiful diamonds. I mean, the most gorgeous diamonds you're ever going to lay your eyes on. We have here. We have hundreds of them here to show you for the weekend. So it's a really fun atmosphere. You know, if you're a lover of jewelry or looking to get engaged, it's really the time to be here.
Now, should they make an appointment or can they just stop by? What do you recommend they do?
I prefer an appointment. You know, it takes 5 minutes to give us a call. We'll write you down. That way we know what you're coming in for. We can get some stuff ready for you. So we really make the most of your time while you're here. It does get a little crazy on the weekend, so you know, it's not uncommon for people to be 30, 40 minutes in waiting just to get served. So, you know, with an appointment, it puts you right at the top of the list and ensures that you're going to get to see everything you want to see.
Okay,
But walk in, that's fine too. You know,
they'll take you even if you're driving by and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about the event. So don't let that, you know, restrict you coming by. Is there anything else you'd like to share about International Diamond Center? Or?
Yeah, you know, one of the nice things about International Diamond Center is a locally owned and operated company. We've been around for close to 35 years. I've worked with the company for 15 of them. One of my salespeople, Scott, over here, he actually has been with the company. He's been with us for over 20 years. So, I mean, it's really a great company that, as salespeople, we prefer to work at a place like this because not only do we have tons of different options, as you can see with the jewelry that we carry, but it's not that corporate, take ourselves too seriously atmosphere. You know, we want to make it a fun, enjoyable experience, and you know, making sure that the customers are satisfied with what they're purchasing is our #1 goal. So I like that as a company, that's really their core belief, is that they want every customer to come in, find something that they like at a price that's fair, and leave with something that they truly love. So they've made it easy to come to work every day for the last 15 years.
Very nice. Well, I appreciate you talking to us today, and we're really excited about the event.